Good morning, students. Here I have to tell you about the poem An Elementary School Classroom in Slum. It is composed by Stephen Spender, who is one of the most prominent English writers who wants to draw the attention of the people in the world. Why? Because it is a very global problem about the sufferings of the children who live in slum, and they also want to enjoy the pleasures of life, but they do not. Stephen Spender was born in 1909 and died in 1995. He was an English poet and essayist who took keen interest in politics, declaring himself a social and pacifist. Books, poems, and dedication was his main motto. The creative element, world within world, social injustices, class inequalities, empathy for the downtrodden are the major themes of his writings. The books that he wrote and became famous, really, they are poems of dedication, the age of being, and the creative element, the struggle of the modern, that is his autobiography. And what is that biography? World within world. World within world is his autobiographical sketch. So here we are going to learn about the social injustices. You can see how miserably the children look like and how sad their faces are, and what is the meaning of the classroom and what is the color of the classroom, how discolored and ugly look this classroom has, and there is no meaning of this classroom for these children, because the children are hungry, they are diseased, they are troubled, they have some dreams and imaginations that are not fulfilled. They suffer from basic problems of life. Far, far from gusty waves, the children's faces look like rootless weeds, the hair torn around their pallor. Tall girl with her weighed down head. What does the poet Stephen Spender wants to tell? He describes the miserable condition of the children. The faces of the children are unlike the usual children of schools. Instead of being exuberant and energetic, they are like rootless weeds. Withered and worn out, they are unclean and untidy as they are malnourished. They are sick and hungry, just as weeds. Just as weeds. As weeds are not wanted in the garden, like that, so the children are of the slum, unwanted in the society. They are hungry. They have sad faces. Their hair is uncombed. Their hair is uncombed. A tall, slim girl has her hair pulled down, as though she is exhausted physically because of malnutrition and emotionally because of poverty. The other students of the class are also in the same situation. There is a boy. There is a boy who is as thin as paper again because of malnutrition and lack of civic amenities. He has eyes like a rat searching for food. and betterment. Another child in the class who is a victim of genetic disorder has gnarled bones, twisted bones, and stunted. He has inherited this weakening disease from his father. It is the disease that has passed from one generation to another. He has twisted bones and his growth is obstacled, and he recites his lesson from his desk in a very mellow and weak voice. He wants to learn, but his dream is not fulfilled. In one corner of this poorly lit and ill-equipped class, who is there? There is a sweet, unnoticed young child. He is lost in his own dreams. The dull and monotonous classroom does not suit them, and hence this child's mind deviates towards a squirrel in her tree. He too dreams of fun and frolic in an open space. He wants to go there. He wants to come out of the class. He is not interested to stay, as the squirrels are quite active. They want to enjoy. Really, it is one of the most beautiful information. The second stanza that tells us about the sour cream walls, donations, Shakespeare said, cloudless at dawn, civilized doom riding all cities. Means the classroom is quite ugly. The wall painting is so bad that had been corroded. These schools are run on donations. There is the picture of Shakespeare that is meaningless. So here there are the names of all those people who have given donations. There is an image of Shakespeare which decorates the wall inside the classroom. These walls also have pictures of the beautiful tireless valley. Here it says about cloudless at dawn. Here the sky is quite clear. Civilized dome, there are big structures that tells us about the growing civilization that are available in most of the cities. Built flowery, they are well decorated. Tireless valley tells about the tireless valley. There, these walls also have pictures of the beautiful tireless valleys as well as a map of the world. As a map of the world. Here you can see the map of the world, tireless valley, how beautiful that looks. Bellflowery, tireless valley, open-handed map. The map is available to one and all. Everyone can see, but their life is just present in this valley. Awarding the world its world. They feel that their life is like prison. There are so many cities that have already developed, but their place has not developed. However, they have tried, or their generations have still suffered. For these children, these windows not this map their world, where all their future is painted with fog. Their world is not this. They also need some kind of development, progress, and education with which they can prosper in life. But this is obstacled, and a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky. They are not able to go out of this very place. far, far from rivers, caves, and stars or woods. These are the places that are quite away from these places. Like rootless weeds, you can understand all the explanation and written use of simile. Rootless is without a foundation of values, weeds being unwanted, so the children are unwanted and without any bindings. Their hair is smeared all over their pale faces. Description of the children in the classroom. A tall girl probably could be older for the class in which she is studying. Her head is hung wide low due to burden of poverty. Paper swimming boy metaphor to describe the boy. His skin is as thin and white as paper. A rat's eyes is another one. And so here it indicates the expression of his eyes that he is like it. Another boy has deformed body, which probably he has inherited from his father. He cannot stand and is reciting the lesson from his seat. His father has passed on his disease to his son on inheritance. The classroom is dark, poorly lit. Another boy is not noticeable as he is at the back of the room. Unnoted is an antithesis between the sweet boy and the boy with rat's eyes. This boy's eyes are bright as if they are dreaming of escaping out into the open and playing with the squirrels in the tree houses rather than being in this small tube. There is an antithesis between the openness of the tree room and the dim closed classroom. Thank you, children. Thank you, all of you. Listen rightly. Thank you, children.